Twinkle, you smell good. You're not stinky. You're not stinky. You smell so good. Oh, come here. Oh, oh. And you give the best hugs. Hey, it's Scotty. Are guinea pigs smelly? Do guinea pigs stink? Well, no. And yes. And really, it's up to you whether or not they stink or not. Do guinea pigs smell is kind of a complex question. I'm going to try to break it down as simply as possible. The real answer is guinea pigs don't smell, but there are some things that you might be doing wrong that's causing them to smell. So first off, guinea pigs are pretty clean. Guinea pigs do benefit from a bath if they've been in a dirty carrier, or if maybe you just adopted them from the shelter and they've never had a bath. There's a misinformation on the internet that, oh, some people will take this, this is the hill that they die on, that guinea pigs should never be bathed. If a guinea pig has been in a dirty carrier, if a guinea pig has been neglected, if they've been in a dirty cage, if you've gotten a guinea pig from someone who wasn't keeping their care standards up to what we recommend, then they're probably going to be dirty. They can benefit from a bath. And I have a number of bathing videos in the taming section of my guinea pig care guide. There's a link down below in the description, and there will be another link at the end of this video. But guinea pigs can benefit from a bath, and any shampoo that is safe for people is going to be safe for piggies. And I like to dilute it in water, and I like to bathe them in a little shoebox bin. I've got a whole bathing video all about that. But yes, guinea pigs can benefit from a bath, and that will keep them from smelling. But guinea pigs themselves don't really smell, except boys when they are being bonded, or in general. They have what's called the perineal sac, and all sorts of stuff can get stuck in there, and it's bedding debris and just biological stuff that is part of just their natural biology. We at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, we recommend cleaning that out every 2 to 3 months or so. And if you have a senior guinea pig, that perineal sac can sometimes get impacted, and that's where poop and other things kind of build up in a lump, and it can be quite uncomfortable and quite smelly. And also, when guinea pigs are bonding with each other, they will flare their butts. This is a boy thing mostly. They'll flare their butts, and they flare this perineal sac, and you'll see them wipe it potentially on the bedding or wherever they might be. And it can be pretty funky when they're flaring and wiping. But aside from those very specific behaviors, guinea pigs are not smelly. And incidentally, after the bonding process, when they are bonded, that behavior pretty much calms down, and only when they're strutting their stuff every once in a while will they flare that thing. I like to often say to potential adopters at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, where I've been volunteering for over 12 years, that there's a graph that the more you learn about guinea pigs, the more you appreciate them, the cuter they are. There's also a simultaneous similar graph that the more you learn about guinea pigs, the grosser they are. Just like we have certain hygiene regimens, guinea pigs need to have that too. So that's what I want to talk about. It's basically their cage. If you are not cleaning their cage frequently enough or properly, then guinea pigs are going to be smelly. But if you do those things, then they won't be smelly, right? So when it comes to bedding, we recommend either certain types of wood shavings, kiln-dried pine or aspen shavings, or we recommend fleece. These are dedicated fleece pads with a wicking outer fleece layer and an inner absorbent cotton layer. And if you change your fleece every day or two, and that is in the high traffic areas, I also like to keep a mat underneath that then can go a couple more days. But if you're changing your fleece when it is wet and washing it properly. We like to wash fleece in free and clear detergent. Now, this has two benefits. Number one, it's safe for them. It doesn't have any dyes or perfumes or anything like that. But not only is it safe for your piggies, but it actually, because it doesn't have any perfumes, you will be smelling the truth. You'll be smelling what's actually going on there. So you're not covering up. You don't want to cover up smells. I don't recommend using any kind of air freshener or plug-ins or scented candles or anything like that near your piggies, right? If you keep your piggies clean, then you're not going to be smelling any, your house isn't going to smell like a pet store, it's not going to smell like a barn, it's not going to smell like a pigsty. You might have the smell of fresh hay and fresh wood shavings if you go that way. I've since switched from wood shavings to completely using fleece, and I couldn't be happier. I love it. I love knowing that my piggies' cages are clean every day, and whereas cleaning with pine shavings takes 20 to 30 minutes to do a full cage clean, maybe you can get it down to 15 minutes or so. But with the fleece, I can clean a cage completely in less than 5 minutes. I have a big trash can, which I like to use, okay? And I pull out the fleece and I shake it out and I dump it out, and then I take it outside and I brush it before it goes in the washing machine. Now, a lot of people that maybe they're sharing an apartment or sharing a washing machine, or they don't have access to a washing machine where they live and they have to lug their stuff to the laundromat. Believe me, I've been there. Then pine shavings, or of course kiln dried pine shavings or aspen, might be better for you, because then you're doing a big cage clean, and instead of washing the bedding, you are just throwing it away and putting fresh bedding down. Now, that can get costly. Of course, fleece costs a fair amount. It can cost more than a wood shavings to get started, but once you have it, those fleece last for years and years and years, and in fact, the more you wash them, the more absorbent they get. As long as they're oversized, they won't shrink, and you can get miles and miles, years and years out of a fleece pad. So I definitely, personally for me, I recommend that. I have videos in the cage setup section, in the cage setup playlist, about deciding what's right for you. I always suggest people decide what they think might be right. Oftentimes that means starting with pine shavings, kiln-dried pine shavings, or aspen. Of course, no cedar. Cedar has a very intense aroma because of those oils, but it is not healthy for guinea pigs. And the kiln-dried pine, the kiln drying process evaporates most of those oils and makes it safe for guinea pigs. If you are still concerned, we have had our piggies on kiln-dried pine at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue for years and years and years. We don't see any respiratory illnesses because of that. But if you're concerned, aspen is much less oily. It's a little bit harder, it's not as soft, and maybe a little bit more expensive, but it's a way to go. So those are my recommendations. But the basic thing is, if your guinea pigs smell, you're doing something wrong. So I hope that helps. And like I said, I will put right down here links to my guinea pig care guide. Go to the cage setup section. There's all sorts of information about what type of bedding we recommend, and in the taming section there's information about bathing and also anything and everything that has to do with handling your piggies. So whether it's giving them medicine, whether it's actually taming them, getting them comfortable with you, all of that. All right, until next time, thanks for watching.